with a children's account? Like, what the fuck?
You just said you
it came up in the main suggestions. It was like featured. Like, I didn't fucking search for it. I swear I didn't search for it.
Yeah, I mean,
it was
after you
just
search
there.
for it enough, it just pops up.
Yeah.
Algorithms,
fabulous
man.
Las Vegas, Nevada. This is Pod Therapy. Real people, real problems, and real therapists. You can submit your questions anonymously at podtherapy.net or email us at podtherapyguys@gmail.com. And now, broadcasting from the studio that's unnamed. You can name the studio, patreon.com. Studios. That's Jim. That's Whitney. I'm Nick. It's time for some Pod Therapy.
We are closing in on the Season 8 finale. Our minions are hard at work in our Discord. You can join them at patreon.com/therapy. They are designing our trivia challenge, and we are still debating amongst ourselves what skin in the game we will all be throwing in because we're recording this one in the past. But we are excited. We're excited for our gift exchange at the end of the year. I already know what I'm getting you guys.
Okay.
I've already found the thing I like.
My gifts have been
doing gifts this
ordered.
year?
Oh.
I'm hoping they arrive on time.
All right. You got some time. You got some time.
You're not, honestly, here's the thing.
They're from
They're
China, so they're gonna
They
take
are
a while.
illegal in
They
13
definitely are
countries. They're
from
being
China.
keistered out of Taiwan right now.
Is it wrapped corn?
It is not. I
Yeah,
learned
that
my
was
lesson.
delicious.
But these are specialty made, and I was honestly expecting an email from the company at some point
Oh, wow.
to be like, "Sir, we can't bring these."
This is not okay.
And instead they
not
said,
okay.
your order has shipped.
Yeah. So I haven't heard from them yet. So so far
right.
so good.
Okay.
End of the year is coming. We always do our season finale show where we take a break from answering the questions. We do a gift exchange. We do some trivia. Champions are crowned. And we just have a really good time. It's our office party. It's how we finish out the year. You can definitely be a part of that and enjoy it with us. And this is also the time of year, since we're talking about giving and we're reflecting on another season in the books, that we just encourage you. If you are part of the main show, you're not joining us at patreon.com/therapy. Our show is people powered. It has made us exist every week, doing these 90 minutes on the main feed, 2 hours on the Patreon feed shows, 52 shows a year, 8 years in a row. We are wrapping it up. And we have been just doing I think a unique program, a unique project, a unique service. And if you're out there, you listen to this, you found this organically. We're not good at promotion. We're not good at getting everything on Instagram or doing video clips or doing all the things that promote us. We are just word of mouth, or people just bump into us. They do a search. They're looking for a podcast. They're on YouTube. They're looking for a specific topic. And if that's you and you just found our show and you were like, there's nothing else like this, and now you get it and you're with it, man, it would mean the world if you go to patreon.com/therapy and you join us at any giving level. It's your dollars that fuel this show, that have made it exist for the last 8 years. And we intend to keep going. We want to go into season 9 strong.
Unless
and so
you
we're
give
looking
us
for that
enough
support.
money. There is an amount of money that you can give us that we will stop this immediately.
Oh, good point.
There's
Yeah.
a Patreon
Yeah.
level to make us stop.
Yes. Yeah. If you're on the other side of the line and
Yeah.
you're like, okay, I keep listening to this because I haven't figured out how to unsubscribe.
Right.
But I would love to just pay to make this stop.
We call it the buy your way out.
Yeah,
program.
that's right. Yeah, that's the deal with Patreon. Once you're in, you can't get out. It's a buy your way out.
Now, I
Blood in, blood out. That's right.
obviously times are tough. So if you cannot contribute, you can always leave a 5-star review.
Oh,
That's
that means
just
a lot.
That's
just
true.
as valuable.
You don't even have to write anything, but dropping 5-star reviews on
We'll
Spotify.
write it for you.
Yeah, we'll write it. Yeah, ask us what we want
We
you to
should
write.
have a template.
Yeah, that's right.
I was about to say,
Put
on
this
the
in here.
website, this
Oh,
should
yeah.
just be a thing that people could
Copy
copy.
paste.
That's right. Yeah, that's a great idea, actually. I should totally do that. It's just 100,000 reviews are all the same. That'd be great.
Yeah. And all very wordy.
The
100,000
reviews go
reviews.
such a long way. Like anything in life, whenever you're looking into a product, you just glance at the reviews to see, does anybody else actually use this? And with podcasts, that's everything. So Apple, that's huge if you could do it on iTunes. If you could do it on Spotify, that's your Christmas gift to us. It means the world to us, and it just goes a long way.
Yeah.
Thank you. If you open up the episode description on the main show, if you're just listening wherever you get podcasts, then you'll see that we've already provided the links to that, and it really does mean everything to us. And again, if you go to patreon.com/therapy and if you subscribe to the show, you just get to port the main show, which now airs for you in its entirety on Wednesdays without ads, and it just goes right into your podcast app. Wherever you listen to podcasts, you'll never have to go to Patreon ever again after that. But if you want to, we have an 8-year-long library, archives of deep dives, skill shares, therapists going through techniques and modalities and explanations, interviews we've conducted with world-leading experts in their areas of expertise and specialities. We've got all of that in a library archived on Patreon. It's all in there. And so if you just want to get in there and just start rummaging through the library, finding different things, books that we've read and reviewed chapter by chapter, we have done a lot of work, and it's all in the Patreon. We never do a really good job telling you about all the goodies that's in that library. But patreon.com/therapy, as soon as you sign up, the very first post at the top of it says, here you go, start here. It is a hyperlinked library broken into all the different sections of stuff that we create, from scholarly research, reviews of books, skills, interviews, rants where we're just having more fun talking about anything on our minds. Lots of stuff in there. Check it out. Patreon.com/therapy. It goes a long way.
I don't like to toot our own horn.
Toot.
But I will say that
Jacob will
There we
toot
go.
any guy's horn
Toot it.
for the right amount of money.
tariffs have hit us hard, but we have not passed that on to the consumer. We're
Good point.
eating the cost
Yeah.
of the tariffs, the podcasting tariffs.
Yes, that's
And so,
true. Yeah.
So
That's
wanna
just
let
true.
you know.
Also, we have not changed anything from 8 years ago when we started the Patreon. We still have $1 giving level. Like, even though that's really
Yeah,
just
you should not.
Yeah.
You simply shouldn't have that level.
that's us just supporting
It
Patreon as a
actually
company.
costs
Yeah.
us money. to
Yeah, I
have
think it
$1.
does. I think they subtract from us every time we have
Patreon supporters, for real. If you are at the $1 a month level, you are just giving money to Patreon.
upgraded.
Oh, yeah.
Upgraded,
Go to
please.
Go to $2.
Yeah, come up to the fives. It would mean a lot.
Will we change it? No.
We don't know how. But you know what? We are just a people-powered show. We've from time to time experienced, the whole sponsorship thing and commercial stuff. It's never suited us. We just really like having a real relationship with our audience, and that's also kept us at a certain size. But it's allowed us to stay true to the original design of the show, and everybody that finds the show and joins us in the Discord gets it and is part of that kind of community, that culture, and they just have a good sense of humor, but they're also sincerely pro-mental health. So come be a part of that, man. It means the world to us. As we get to the end of the year, we just want to thank you for that. And we also want to promote some things. Nick, you've got your starting the new year right. Tell us about the program and how to join it.
We're doing the fitness challenge again this year.
Fitness challenge in your ass.
Yeah. Which,
that's-
at .com. Let's fucking buy that. Just get a hyperlink that goes straight to the place people want to land.
If you go to mentalfitpersonaltraining.com/podtherapy, that's where you go to sign up. And so the challenge, and here's the
The
thing.
/pod therapy matters.
It does, because you can't find it if you just go to my website. You got to type in the whole thing. This is not meant for people who are in shape.
Right.
This is a program meant for people who have not exercised in a while and maybe
Right.
want to get into it.
Yeah.
So no matter
if you look
what,
like Nick, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
If you look like Jim, bring that sweet money over.
So this is entry level stuff, and everything can be modified. So actually, last year what I did is I created 2 versions of the workouts.
Oh, that's right.
So
Yeah.
there is the body weight version, which you don't need any equipment, and then the other one, if you want, and you've got some exercise bands at home, there are some exercise band workouts that you can do.
I was about to ask. So this does not require a gym membership.
It does not. This is stuff you can do at home. You can do it anywhere, pretty
Great.
much.
Yeah.
And then this year, the thing that is new is I've partnered with Adeline, registered dietitian, nutritionist, dietitian, registered dietitian,
Food person.
food person,
Yes.
Professional foodie.
professional
A
food
registered
person.
dietitian is a person.
Yes.
A foodist.
And she's got an online business that she basically operates here in Las Vegas, but works with people all over the world. She's going to contribute this year.
Oh, that's
so
awesome.
she's going to
That's
have
super cool. I
some
whole
like
nother
that.
layer.
some videos. She's going to write up some blogs and stuff, and so she's going to be able to bring that component, which in Nevada I can do. Like I can
Yeah.
kind of do some nutrition coaching stuff. I just don't.
Yeah.
Because I feel like even though it's okay in Nevada, I feel like I just don't have that.
Sure.
Right.
You
It's
want
not
to
your
rely on an
wheelhouse.
expert.
It's not my thing.
Yeah.
And she is an expert on that stuff.
That's
so
awesome.
she's going to be able to take the reins on that, which is really cool. So it's
Really leveling it up.
Yeah,
What's
you
the
should,
website again?
mentalfitpersonaltraining.com/podtherapy.
It's going to be good. And so my practice is also going to be rolling out a whole new service, and we're going to be really launching it in the new year. But as you're hearing this, I'm going to have some surveys available on the Discord for people that already support the show, where they're going to be able to give some feedback of like topics they would want to have in a non-clinical support and education group that is going to still be led by a therapist, by a licensed professional. I've got these intern therapists. They are, postgraduates. They're wonderful, and they need to get service hours. They need to get some programs going. And so I am going to be launching this project through my practice, and all the details are going to be coming out. But if that's something you want to get in on, get into the Patreon. I'm going to start the surveys there to kind of collect data about what people want to see, what they're looking for. And then in the new year, I'll bring out the information about how to join these, and you could be a part of them. So that's something you're interested in. Keep an ear out for that. It's going to be really fun too.
Whitney, do you have anything you want to hawk?
I was just thinking, I was like, wow, I've been slacking this year.
Yeah.
I'm chilling.
Yeah, so Whitney's got a new OnlyFans account, and we really want you to go check that out.
That.
It's at patreon.com/therapy.
I'm bad at promoting it.
I do not want that.
No,
because that's going to make us look bad. Like, we've been doing this shit for 8 fucking years.
Yeah.
She's going to do that for 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And just, oh, yeah.
You know
And then
what?
be like, you
I
know
think
what?
I'm going to try this. It's a good call.
And also, that's
yeah.
going to cut into our selling Whitney's feet pics business that we've been doing
you know what?
very well with.
I'll keep my socks on so that
Yeah,
you can keep the feet pics.
she's not
yeah.
giving. What a businesswoman.
Yeah.
She understands.
I know my feet worth.
At Jacob Smith 401 at symbol Jacob Smith 401. That is my PayPal.
That is what he's promoting.
You can
free.
get
Just-
Whitney feet pics at Jacob Smith
At Jacob Smith
401.
401. I will send you pictures
Yep.
of Whitney's feet.
She thinks that
If you
he's
send
on his
the
phone.
correct amount of money.
I get it. They might look like Jacob's feet. They're
Right.
not.
Yeah, they're not.
They're not. They're absolutely not.
Yeah.
Trust us.
Yeah, no, we're just as repulsed by Whitney
will send
as you will be.
I will send you a certificate of authentication.
Oh, yeah. And you can't lie on that. That's the internet. Yeah, absolutely not. Look, we need some fucking money, fun. I don't know how to tell you guys this. Christmas is here. We have presents to buy. Jesus Christ. Anyway, thank you guys for all the support you've given us, for riding along with our show as we get to the end of season 8. It is a journey, man. We love what we do. It's a passion project. None of us are getting rich off this. It's just something we believe in. And we can't do it without folks that love us enough to support us through it, that root for us, that make it fun for us to do. And y'all have done that. So if you'd like to join our community and get more engaged, patreon.com/therapy. It just means the world to us.
If you are not a Patreon, so if you don't get the show early, what day of the week does this show come out?
Thursday. There's publicly Thursdays.
Oh, it comes out publicly on December 18th, which is the Thursday.
Yeah.
At Jacob Smith
Yes.
401. It is my birthday today.
Oh, there you go.
Shit.
Happy birthday,
Shit,
That's
yeah.
fair. That's fair. Get our boy a coffee.
There you go.
Get him a bottle of Cristal. Whatever's in your budget. Take care of the man, the myth, the legend, the doctor, and the life coach. That
You know what?
love.
Do something different. For the first time ever, send him your feet pics.
Oh, yeah.
Do something nice for Jake.
That's
There you
right.
go.
Come on. Just it's going to be a lot of donations that say like feet emoji, camera emoji.
Oh, yeah.
Fine.
You know what these are for. SJ's going to see his PayPal and go, what the fuck is going on?
If you think SJ pays any attention to my internet anything, my internet everything is the weirdest shit you've
It's
ever
fun.
seen in your life.
Just read off some recent ones. I want to see.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy.
This wouldn't even be on the radar. I don't
No,
know.
No, not at all.
No. She look at this like, hey, when did you start the feet pick action? Not cutting mama in?
Yeah.
Right. That's what she's more worried about. Like,
I'll
this
hold
your
the camera,
side hustle?
baby. I'm proud of you.
What did we do one year at Ice Cream Social? We did. I don't remember what did we call it? It was, but people were just sending us pictures of their genitals.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I remember that.
And like, oh, what was the
No.
deal? Somebody out there
Sweat
knows.
house?
Somebody's
It's usually
screaming
Sweat house.
at me right now. But yeah, like people would because they would make like dioramas.
Oh.
Yeah, the dictoramas.
Dictoramas?
Dickoramas. That's what we called them. They call it was dickoramas.
Oh,
And
my
it was
gosh.
people of every type of genitals that you could imagine
Lord.
sending all these in. And yeah, we just got pictures of people's genitals for like 2 years.
Oh, my God.
My God.
Just
All right.
regularly.
So just to be clear,
Just a
that was for
surprise.
Ice Cream Social. Pod Therapy really doesn't need that. We're good. We have a different model.
At Jacob Smith 401.
You'll look at it if you send the money. I mean, like he'll open it. It's going to be fine. Well, we've got some great questions for today's show, and we're leading off the order with, I think, a really interesting, really complex one. My wife changed her mind on having children. Hey, Whitney, Colonel Jim, Nick, and Dr. Jacob.
Good evening.
At least for a little while longer. When my now wife and I were first dating, we wanted to make sure no one was wasting time. So we were very upfront about what we wanted regarding kids.
Great.
We both said we wanted at least one kid and maybe two. Fast forward 13 years. 8 of those years married, and things have shifted.
Oh, I thought you were about to say 8 kids later.
I thought
I know,
that
yeah.
too.
8
That's how I
children
read it. I was
later.
like, things really took
I got a
turn.
vasectomy in year 1. So fast forward 13 years of the relationship, 8 of those years married, and things have shifted. My wife has gone from I'm not sure I want kids to I don't want kids, but maybe I'll change my mind. I always thought I wanted to be a father. I'm wondering if that's what I wanted because that's what's been expected. Society and my own family may have influenced me. But now I don't know what to do. I love my wife, and waiting to see if she changes her mind seems unrealistic. But I don't want to split up with her either. This has really thrown me for a loop, and I don't know what to do. Any advice would be appreciated. Anonymous, my pronouns are he and him.
Steal a kid.
Okay.
That's
Like
an
a trial
option.
kid? Is this like a demo?
Deal means
Oh, there will
keep.
be a trial involved of it
Okay.
eventually.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the puppies. You know, like everybody gets a puppy for Christmas, and then like they turn the puppy back in because they realize like, oh,
It's a lot of fucking work.
I didn't realize puppies were going to be work.
They were
Right.
just
Yeah.
cute and run around.
Yeah,
That's
puppies
it.
like food and piss all over the place.
Oh my gosh.
Kids are the same way.
They do.
I might have shared this on here before, but I had kind of a little bit of flipped experience, but similar, where when Peter and I first started dating, he told me I don't want to get married and I don't want to have kids. Obviously, he changed his mind on one of those.
Nice.
I'm sure he wasn't influenced at all.
No,
You get him drunk enough and you put a gun on his back, man will do anything.
You know
I
what?
have
You don't
my-
even need the drunk part. Yeah. I mean, just the
The
gun.
gun is pretty persuasive.
I have my ways. Okay?
Say yes to Elvis. I do.
Now sign here in blood, like Nick. But no, a few months after that, we were really young. I was 20, I just turned 21 when we started dating. So I was like, well, at first I said, yeah, no problem. I don't want to have kids and I don't want to get married. I was like, I guess it doesn't matter. It's just a piece of paper. A few months later, I was like, you know what? I do want to be married, but not anytime soon. Like, I'm way too young for that shit. So we dated, and over time, kind of the ongoing discussion was, before we get married, what's the deal with kids? Because
Okay. Like a last check-in. Like
yeah,
this is
kind
last
of like
call on
periodic
this
check-ins.
conversation.
And this is, I guess, this doesn't help the writer a lot, but when you're dating someone, I do encourage to continue those check-ins and talk about these nuanced
Right.
topics. And I feel for the writer a little bit because I think it's easier to say, I don't want kids, and then talk about, well, what if I change my mind, versus I want kids, and then that
Right.
changes.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Because I've married you with that agreement in mind. That was the arrangement. Like,
Right.
that's a big thing.
So fast forward, let's say like 5 years later, we still weren't married yet, and so we were talking about this, like
Or as Peter calls them, the golden days.
I hadn't forced him yet. But no, the topic came up again. I was, 26, and everyone I knew was like, when you hit 30, you're going to want kids. When you hit 30, you're going to change your mind. Your uterus is going to scream at you. You're going to want kids. And I was like, well, what if that happens? Because I don't want a divorce. That's
Right.
like, I don't want
Right.
that. That's why we've dated for so long. I want to make extra sure. Like, I don't want divorce. And so, what do you do?
Right.
And so we kind of had like an ongoing over days conversation about this. And eventually he was like, well, if you tell me you want kids, like that changes and you really want them. He's like, I'm open to
Okay.
that. Whatever that means. I don't know.
Okay.
We'd have to rediscuss or whatever,
Sure.
but
I'm
I
not
think
saying no
But he's-
unequivocally.
He's saying we'll have that conversation.
I'm open to the conversation. We can like talk through what that means. What are you feeling?
Which is honestly just a sidebar here with the gentleman, a smart move. Because if you say no to something, then now she kind of wants it. But if you're like, I mean, if that's what you want, babe, that's fine. Like if she's like, do
Little
you think
reverse
you want to go to
psychology.
McDonald's? Like, yeah, if you want me to, I'll go. I don't think I want you to go. All right, yeah, that's fine. But if you're like, no, I'm not going, then she's like,
You're not wrong.
I want a Big Mac so
You're not
bad.
wrong.
Oh, this is a smooth move on his part to be like, I will. Yeah, it's cool with it. Whatever you decide, sweetie. No, she ain't gonna fucking decide anything.
In the last 2 episodes recording, I've really learned a lot of Jim and his manipulation tactics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Dark
strong.
side of Jim.
Yeah.
Dark Jim. Okay.
Jim knows how to do.
You
some
know
shit.
how to wield your power.
I thought that Jim thought about anything before talking.
Yeah.
I'd be concerned about it.
I'm the theory of Star Wars that Jar Jar Binks is secretly a Sith Lord. Like, that's the theory of pod therapy. It's like, wait a minute.
But even that theory doesn't hold up. Because even
doesn't
that
hold up.
theory, you're saying that you think Jar Jar Binks was smarter than people thought he was.
That's right. Yeah.
Ooh, that's true.
That's
You
not
do
what
not
I'm saying.
taking it face value.
Yeah,
I'm
just
on
saying, I
your
don't
side.
think you're going to have those thoughts before talking.
You're
so it doesn't
probably
matter
right.
if you have those.
That's
You're
have
more
those
like
thoughts
Jar
anyway.
Jar Binks with a grenade.
Okay. I don't know what's going to happen. It's not going to be good. That grenade's going off. There's 0 ways this works out where nobody fucking regrets it. Go on.
So, full transparency, this is an ongoing discussion. Even after 30 hit, I did not feel an urge. 35 hit, still didn't feel an urge. And it was down to even on Veterans Day. We were, out in the park, went on a walk and had a picnic because we're
Now that you're
adorable.
45.
Are we all imagining that Whitney's just holding a hand on her uterus and just like, there? Wait, is it there? No, nope. Still
No,
don't,
no,
I
don't
just
feel
don't
anything.
feel it. I just don't have it.
But we're laying there and Peter checked in again. He's like, you're sure? Because, I'm 39, Jim, not 40
heard,
yet. The only
yeah.
person here who's still in their 30s.
That's fine.
Oh,
Still in our
Still
30s.
just a
She has
child.
such a youthful glow.
I know.
Only for a few
When
more
you
months.
cross that terrible yawning gap.
But he's like, are you sure you don't want kids? And I was like, this is kind of a weird question. It kind of caught me off guard. And I was like, yeah, no, I still don't have that urge. I'm good. And he's like, okay, I just didn't want to rob you of like an experience. Because
Right.
that's really what we discuss ongoingly is that having kids, and this kind of speaks to what the writer is saying, like where does that urge come from? Everyone's different. So I'm not saying that you feel this or not.
Right.
But I think that there is an experience that is had by having children, and you're kind of deciding, am I out or am I in?
Right.
And there's not really a better answer.
Right.
On both sides, you will just be experiencing like
Right.
the opposite. I'm not going to experience not having children. I'm not going to experience having children if you decide not to have them. But as far as like talking it through with your spouse, we can talk about that in a second. But I just want to like mention that.
No, but I'm glad that you shared that because I think it's the opposite side of this, but it's this relatable thing of like we kept checking in on this,
Yes.
and it could have gone the other way, and nearly has several times where I've said, hey, I kind of want to keep the option on the contract, right? Like I want to have this as an option. Are you cool with that?
Yeah.
And your spouse was like, yeah, I'll leave the option there. But obviously we would need to talk about it, and it's a whole ass life decision. I have had patients. I had a couple come in. This is a very long time ago, so I'm comfortable talking about it. Where this exact scenario happened, where they had been married for I think 5 years at this point, and originally the agreement was we are going to have children, and these are the milestones we're going to accomplish on our way to that, right? So we have some financial milestones, some professional milestones. We're going to get a home, things like that, and then we get to this mark, and wife lets husband know, I have thought about it, and I've chosen I do not want this, and husband is in this terrible position because he is like. He was very committed to the idea of having children.
Yeah.
He was like, I've been preparing to be a father. That's always been
the
our plan.
expectation.
Right.
All along these last 5 years, we have both been on the same page. She
It's not even the
has
expectation.
drastically.
I mean, we discussed it.
It was- that's
this
the
is
agreement.
what we figured out that we're going to do.
It's
Yeah.
a foundational constitution to this relationship. And so she sort of had this policy of like, I understand if you need to leave me. I understand. And he was like, but this is not fair because I am in love with you.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave.
I don't want to leave
I want
you.
your babies.
Yeah, it isn't just I want babies and I'm willing to just go impregnate anybody. That could also be a horrible experience. I vetted you. I chose you. I thought you were a good person. I thought you'd be a great mother. And for the last 5 years, that's the way we talk and think. And now that's changing. And here I am as a therapist trying to work with that couple. And it was really a catch-22 because I don't want her painted as the bad guy. I don't want this to be, oh, you reneged on an agreement. It's her fucking body.
Yeah,
It's
and
the
it's-
rest of her life.
Is it though?
Okay.
That's way
A point we should explore thoroughly.
it's God's
a
body
point we should
first.
explore.
It's the Lord's
temple.
body.
Yeah, here in Gilead.
No, but I do.
I don't know.
Praise be.
Praise be.
I see that a lot though too, and it becomes really easy to kind of go back on that. I mean, and to
Right.
like blame the person. Like, wait a minute, we had an agreement,
We agreed.
but like in no way is it realistic to be able to make that agreement in the first place.
Right.
Like, I don't know in 5 years what I'm going to be
Right.
No.
wanting to do, and I can only commit to where I am right now.
Now, the best ones are the ones where one spouse says, after you've had children for 5 years, says, I don't think I want to be a parent anymore. And you're like, wait, what the fuck?
Oh,
But
wow.
we already have kids.
That's one that it's harder to renege on.
I'm out.
Yeah,
That's different.
that doesn't work that
Good
way.
luck, everybody. I'm going to go get some milk.
I'm going out for cigarettes.
No, that is really tough. I had someone tell me once though, when we were younger, and Peter's like, I don't want kids, and I was still like, I don't know if I'll change my mind. A friend mentioned to me, they said, you kind of have to decide, and this is again just their opinion, but it sat with me. Are you more in love with your partner than like
Than the future
your
children.
future child that you've imagined? And that's where I said it's kind of an expectation, because sometimes I think once you say I want children, you're creating a whole story
Yeah.
in your mind. Now I will be a father, and this is what I will do, and this is what we're
Right.
working toward. It's like you've created that narrative of who
Yeah.
you are now, and it's hard to detach from that. And that was because that was the expectation that was set and agreed upon.
Right.
What you thought, when you made the agreement, when you first started dating or got married. So that's where I kind of dig into like, Brighter, what's the story you've told yourself? Is that just a story, or is this an internal desire for you?
Right.
And then secondly, God, it sounds like a shitty question, but I thought it was still helpful. Like, do you not love your partner more? Is that more important than the idea
It's
of your
also an
future children?
impossible hypothetical, because like most people that have kids will say, before I had my child, I thought my spouse was the most I could ever experience love as a human being. And I remember thinking this. Ryan Reynolds, I think, has a famous joke about this, where he's interviewed about, he's married to Blake Lively. And he talks about how him and Blake used to talk about before children that if there was ever anything, in danger, he couldn't live without her. He would, protect her. She was everything. And then the moment his daughter was born, he realized that if there was an active shooter, he would throw Blake in front of the bullets and
Right.
run with
Let's save
that
our
child.
daughter, hurry.
Yeah, I would let you die very quickly. To save this kid. And like there is
That
a
is true, yeah.
deep genetic connection to that. Evolution wants us to be pretty able to forsake our spouse and protect the baby.
Yeah.
And like I remember feeling that way too. My wife and I used to talk like, oh my God, before the baby. We were married for like 4 years before we had a kid. And we used to like think to ourselves, if the baby thing doesn't work out, because you have these morbid, scary thoughts, like, would we be okay? And it's like, yeah, sure, just make another one. It just seemed that way to us. Like, yeah, sure, as long as you have the right partner, then we'll figure out the kids thing. And then whenever our son was born, there was just this fundamental shift of realizing, like, I couldn't have possibly conceived how much more I would love this child than anybody else in the world.
Right.
And it's just like, it's outside of your control.
Yeah, that is, but I don't know that.
Right.
So I'm ignorant to that,
so
and
it's
I'm my ignorance is bliss.
Exactly.
Have you ever
Exactly.
talked to people that are the opposite after they have kids?
I read it. I look on that sometimes.
Yeah.
And they're
That
like,
probably happens.
I know people. I've had that conversation with people.
Ooh,
I have
go
people that I
on.
am like close friends with.
Okay.
And they're not giving the kids away or anything.
No.
Sure, yeah.
But they're like
They're honest with their feelings
they're
about
like
how that
I've
went.
had the dog longer than the kid's been alive. I really love that dog.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So it's hard to
And the
project
dog's not
it.
an asshole. This
Right.
little 3-year-old
Yeah,
really
he's just
pissed
throwing
me off.
shit around. These Hot Wheels are all over the place. I'm stepping on Legos. I have had a couple once where couple got married with the intention to have, said no to babies, and couple did not want to get married. So very similar to you, where husband had said, I don't want to get married. I don't want babies. And she worked him down to, okay, fine, I'll get married. It means a lot to you. We'll do this. They get married. Now that they're married, she says, I will divorce you if we do not have babies. Like, I want a baby. He's like, I will give you one baby.
Okay.
And like, ultimately does that. And they had to go through like procedures and stuff to like get this done. And so like you see like how much goes into this, but wife was very serious. That's like, I have decided all of a sudden that I want this, even though we had all these agreements that said I don't want this. And that was the agreement in the constitution of our
So what
marriage.
happened?
I've switched over. And it was tough because in that scenario, in the scenario I had counseling the other couple, it's the goal of therapy is not to find a winner and loser. And the goal isn't necessarily to negotiate.
Byproduct, but it's not the goal.
Right. And it's also
Only
not
if you're a good
necessarily to
therapist.
negotiate. It's to create an opportunity to encounter each other free of the resentment, to take an earnest and understanding approach. And like as a therapist, you have no idea which way that's going to go.
Yeah, it's a
because it
mystery
may
going
land on, look, you've got to make a hard decision.
Yeah.
You're going to have to choose to let go of a 13-year relationship, writer, and go, find a new partner for the sake of having a child or not. And I don't know how to quantify that choice morally. I don't know how to quantify that choice philosophically. I don't know what's right for you. And I don't see a path where you do not have some amount of pain.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Right?
But isn't that, get all serious, but isn't that part of
That's
human
life.
life? Like,
Yeah, sure.
you're
Yeah,
gonna
there's no escaping pain.
Right.
You get to choose what pain you want to deal with.
Suffering is inevitable.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, you don't
With that
want to
attitude.
be single parenting with your partner. I've watched my friends do that.
No, you don't want to do that.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Don't plow
interestingly,
through without figuring it out.
one of the most famous guests we ever had on Pod Therapy was the author of that book.
Yakov Smirnov?
Okay, second most famous guest we've ever had on Pod
Okay.
Therapy, who wrote that book, Maybe You Should Talk to
In
Someone.
Russia, maybe impregnate you.
Remind me who that author was, man. All of a sudden, my mind is blanking on
Damn,
her.
we're going to have to fix this. in
Somebody
post,
look it
'cause
up.
If neither of us can remember.
Yeah,
Lori
Gottlieb.
Gottlieb.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
And Lori Gottlieb, in her book, Maybe You Should Talk to Somebody,
I love
tells
that
her
book.
story of how she, as a single woman, decided in, I think, her 40s, I want a child. I'm not going to go wait and do the runaround of guy after guy after guy. She went to a sperm bank.
Yeah.
She chose her donor, and she had her son.
My
And then
goodness.
she decided, I'm going to be a mom no matter what. I choose
Yeah.
this for myself. And then I am going to go, find a partner who wants to be with me.
Yeah.
And I believe Whitney, and I want to be careful how
Yeah.
far I tell the story because it's come up in other contexts. I think that you've seen the reverse of that. You've seen a situation where a gentleman wanted to have a child and made arrangements to have a surrogate and have a child, and he wasn't partnered.
Yeah.
And it's because he decided to be a dad.
Yeah.
And then he went out looking for partners after that liked having him and his child, right?
Yep.
That's a story, isn't
Yep, it is. Yeah. Yeah. No, my friend was their surrogate. So
Man,
the guy's
I just
surrogate.
love the idea of that so much. I have
No,
no idea if that
it's-
works in
it's a
life
fucking
or
genius
not, but I
move.
love that idea.
God,
No, it's
really
a genius
cool.
move. His girlfriend showed up at
I-
the
by the
hospital
way,
with
I don't
him.
think this is necessarily
That
the
was
right
like-
thing for the
Oh,
writer.
really?
This
Yeah.
is just a complete tangent.
Oh, but
I
it would be
know.
such a power move if Ryder did that and didn't consult with wife. Just like, okay, you don't want a baby, no problem, hon.
Cool.
Don't even worry
I've
about
got
it.
one.
Yeah, I'm going to go
This
have
is
one.
my baby.
You don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
I've already arranged
I've got it.
I've
Yeah.
already paid
I'm gonna
for
feed
it.
it.
We're
I'm
fine.
It's going to be
take it out.
done. It's like having a dog. Like, I'm adopting the dog. It's going to live here. But like, you don't have to get up. I've
It's
got
going to
it.
shit on your rug.
Yeah.
But it's my dog.
But it is my dog.
What a power move. I can have the
No,
best of both worlds.
When I tell others, I'm like, oh yeah, my friend was a surrogate, and it was a single dad. And
Right.
this sounds horrible, but I do say this. I'm like, he's a single straight male or whatever.
Right. Oh,
So
okay.
this,
Because they're going to ask. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, "What?" Everyone's so shocked. They're like, "What? They're not gay?" I'm like, "No, they just didn't want to be an old dad because they're
Yeah.
already 45, and
Yeah.
they didn't want to be too old." And they're like, going into this, like, by the time I find someone, see if they want kids, figure all that out. I mean, time is of the essence. So,
Right.
so yeah, they just did it. And yeah, his newer relationship, I think he was going through the surrogacy process that started during that, and she showed up at the hospital with him. I was like,
Wow.
"Oh, hey."
Yeah, I think it's a
You'll find your
profound
people.
thing. And so, Ryder, I guess when we come down to practical advice for you, at a minimum, I do not want it. And I think this is very tempting. It depends on who you are personality wise. But for a lot of people, men and women in this scenario, but I think especially men, because we can feel like the baby thing is just the woman's choice and we're just additional to that.
Yeah.
And like, I don't want you to feel that way. I want to live in an egalitarian world where your desire to be a father is something that we also have to honor, needs to be taken just as seriously as her bodily autonomy. And that means having a very serious conversation with her in couples therapy, where this is a topic we're going to talk through, we're going to work through, either until we reach a conclusion on this or until we feel we've said all the things that need to be said. Because if you just swallow your opinion and go, well, it's not my call, and just keep kicking the can down the road to see if she changes her mind down the road, that could foster an enormous amount of resentment if your original blueprint for your life included fatherhood. You'll feel like somebody took something from you that cannot be replaced.
Yeah.
2 words: secret family.
Ooh, going back
Okay.
to the 50s with
Option
that one.
three.
And nobody ever got caught
A
doing
new
that.
option has entered the chat.
Secret family.
Going with the Bing Crosby approach.
Probably a lot easier to do in the 50s than today.
God, social media
Before
ruined
social
this.
media.
I mean, 30 miles away was a long ways away.
You
In the
weren't
1950s.
bumping into that person.
I wanted to say too, when the writer kind of asked, I'm not sure, or they said, I don't know if I just want kids because that's what society tells me, or if it's an internal drive. I think looking back, when did you start wanting kids? And I don't know if it's the same for men or not, but like Jim, when you were young, were you like, I'm for sure want to be a father one day? Like when you were a teenager?
I never doubted
and
it.
that's the thing. Like I looked back and, like little girls play baby doll or house and all. I'm like, I guess I never really did that. Like there are things I didn't think about actively till other women were saying like, these are things that I used to play or pretend or always wanted to be a mom. My friends, I've always wanted to be a mom. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I didn't really have that experience. So I think trying to dig in there, because Jim's coming from a perspective that I respect, where he's like, oh, I knew I wanted to have kids. And that is going to be important to what he was saying. Like, this is something you might feel a lot of regret and potentially resentment toward your partner if it's something you've been wanting for a long time and you feel they are like taking that away from you.
Right.
But,
Yeah, because it could be something you never get back.
Yeah.
You could also go with the Elon Musk model, which is just have as many as you can
Repopulate the
everywhere that
world.
you can.
You're doing society right.
Yeah,
Plant
we
your
need your
seed.
genetics.
There aren't enough
That's right.
people in the world. We
That's
need
right.
more.
Well, there's
Yeah,
not
we
enough
need more
Elon
Elon Musks.
That's right. Yeah, we need Elon Musks. I mean,
Do we?
This wealth is getting spread.
yeah, that's right.
That's
yeah.
your trickle down.
Who's redistributing
The trickle
wealth?
down
That's
effect
right.
works
That's
for
right.
his family.
Trickle down the sperm. Jesus Christ. So yeah, writer.
Seafood Sugar Cookies next album.
Trickle down sperm.
Trickle down economy.
The trickle
baby.
down sex economy. I love it. So, writer, at a minimum, I really encourage that. It sounds like you and your spouse been together for a long time. It sounds like there's generally been a lot of open honesty. I want that conversation to continue. I would strongly encourage that to continue in couples therapy,
Yes.
where hopefully that therapist does a great job of remaining neutral, being sensitive to both sides, creating opportunity for discussion, not creating opportunity for decision, not pushing you toward decision, not biasing, not villainizing, but just humanizing both of you and allowing both of you to truly explore how you feel, where these things come from. Like you ask, writer, I wonder about myself. Am I influenced by these things? Could I be happy without children? Why do I attach so much importance to this? But also I want to be careful with that, because sometimes we can say, oh, society gave you that idea and it's not something you genuinely feel. And sometimes I want to remember that we are attached to society. Like marriage is a social concept.
The reason society has that idea is because people have that idea.
Yeah, right. There
It's
you
a
go.
common idea.
It arrives organically,
Yeah.
right? And so, like, I just want to be mindful of that, but I don't want either of you to feel like you're not allowed to bring this up because it's selfish, or that you're going to have simmering resentments and you don't want to hurt the marriage. I think call it out. Like, the elephant in the room needs to be discussed.
Yeah.
So, at a minimum, writer, I strongly encourage that. I really think it's going to be great to have that conversation. And I just love the honesty, man. So lean in on that. Have that conversation. Do not punt on it. Don't take an approach of wait and see. When it's been announced, I do not want kids, but we'll see in the future. Time is a resource that has to be respected here.
Yeah.
And so, yes, you could just Milton Berle this
freeze your
shit and
eggs.
have kids. Like, who is it? Robert De Niro. You can just keep having kids till you're like 80.
Yeah, I was like,
something,
he
you know?
can have them however long. Just
Yeah.
ask her if she'll freeze her eggs.
But
in
if
the
you
meantime.
want to like enjoy fatherhood, like that could be a thing too, because you don't want to be like the dad who's like, can't keep up with a kid or whatever. Like, I get it. Like that's it's a calculation. It matters too.
Right.
So, I think that all this is
like,
part of it.
If I tried to change my mind today about having kids, like I'm 44. Like I'll be, best case scenario, I'll be 45, 46 when a kid is born.
Yeah.
At this point, like that would make me an older parent.
Yeah, it would.
And like forget about my wife, forget about any of that. Like that would just be old trying to run around at kids' soccer games.
Or trying to relate to the parents on the play date.
Oh, fuck that.
especially the ones that have their kid at 20
Yeah.
and you're
Hello,
44.
fellow young people.
You could also be my child.
I was going to say, like when the parent of the other kid could be your child if you had children at a more traditional age. Like that's a rough time.
Well, and I've heard stories where the older dad shows up and, it's tricky because they're like, oh, are you the grandpa, or things like that. And that's not to say that anything's wrong with that. It's totally, a style. It's fine.
It's more normal all the time.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's actually true. Yeah, the date of having the first child is later and later. So, but don't put it off. It will lead to secret resentment. It will lead to a simmering sense of something was taken that I didn't, consent to. And it will feel like the contract was reneged on. Take that to couples therapy. Hopefully if they do their job, they're not looking for a winner or loser. They're looking for deeper connection and understanding. And unfortunately, you may find yourself, it's very possible in a situation where you say, I authentically land on a decision that I've decided I want children. And she is saying that she wants no part of it. Now where does that leave us? And there's creative solutions to that. I mean, there are also women out there that would like to have a child and just have a co-parenting relationship with the dad and not necessarily be, under the same roof. There's all sorts of creative things in 2025 that could exist. So, you gotta think that through. But anyway, Ryder, great question. Thanks for sending that our way. It gave us a lot to chew on. We are going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about weight loss, shame, spirals. You're listening to Pod Therapy.
Today's episode is brought to you by Robert Brownie Jr., Mintz, Kayla Lansbury, Kevin Chamberlain, Ben Stanley, Adam Hathaway, Dan Martin, Lynn, Hey Yo, Andrew Langmead, Chad Mag, and Inka LaPrince. Would you like to sponsor the show? Become a therapy producer at patreon.com/therapy. That time of year again.
Yes.
Holiday trivia.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Okay,
Hope
this
it's
one
all
is
Kwanzaa.
holiday traditions.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm just curious if Jim could answer a single Kwanzaa trivia question. Because I bet he couldn't.
Jim, what's Kwanzaa? How about that?
Start.
Black Hanukkah. You idiot.
Okay. All right.
All right.
You're intolerant.
I don't know enough to know he's wrong.
Yeah, that's right. I got you, bitch. Just come out confident.
All right.
Same thing with different candles.
All right.
Is it 2 from the hip, 1 for options?
Yep.
Okay.
Jacob, we'll start with you. In one Eastern European Christmas tradition, what unusual good luck decoration might you find hidden in a Christmas tree? I actually remember this one because this trivia is from Emma. I had the same question last year.
Ooh.
So I remember the answer. Okay. But do you want to take a shot?
Oh.
Eastern European Christmas tradition.
Oh, I feel like I remember this too. Yeah, I think I know it.
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't remember, because I have an answer.
Okay.
And I don't remember if that was the answer to this question or if it's just like a random answer with like a good luck thing in a Christmas tree that's in my head for another reason.
You gonna shoot from the hip?
So my answer is armadillo.
Okay.
Which is clearly not the answer based on Nick's facial expression.
Fuck, I suck at this.
Yeah. You have no poker face, my man.
Okay, so you want options, I'm guessing.
I'm going to want options.
There it is.
Tiny umbrellas, miniature loaves of bread, spiders and spider webs, or little paper shoes.
Well, I was going to say fish, so none of those are on there.
That's right up there with the
I was gonna
armadillos.
say mackerel or something.
Let's say shoes. Let's say the tiny shoes.
That feels right.
No.
The other options
Is it going to
were
Whitney or is it going to me?
Going to Whitney.
All right.
umbrellas, spiders and spider webs, and what was the third?
Miniature loaves of bread.
Loaves of bread?
No.
Oh shit! He's about to get 5 points. I'm gonna go. Man, I want it to be the
it's
spider
umbrellas.
web.
I think
It's
it's
gotta-
not the spider web.
it's
gotta
gotta be
spider
umbrellas.
webs. It's got to be like,
I think it's
oh,
the
it's good luck.
umbrellas.
Look, there's a spider in here.
Yeah, that sounds not.
Give me spiders.
It is.
Yeah!
Captain
Trying to
Together.
throw me, you fucks! You trying to throw me down?
Damn it!
Yeah,
Didn't
fuck
work.
both of you in the neck.
Geography, can you name the country?
Oh shit! Not America.
Correct.
Yes.
In
killing it.
Ukraine. It's in Ukraine.
Feels right.
Yep. I remember that one from the last one.
I do not.
Okay.
Also America, not a country.
Jim with a point, coming off with a steal.
All right. Whitney.
Yes.
In Japan, what fast food meal has become so closely tied to Christmas that millions of families pre-order it for December 24th? I remember this one too.
Oh
I
my
just know this one.
gosh. Oh wow. You get a shooter. You want?
I need options.
Yeah.
Okay. Buckets of KFC fried chicken, extra large Domino's pizzas, McDonald's Big Mac party sets, or sushi platters from convenience stores. Nothing's better than convenience
So
store
3
sushi.
just American fast food options that's associated with Christmas.
Yep.
We have ruined this fucking holiday.
It's hard too
Just the
because
worst.
pizza and chicken wings. Okay, I'm gonna go with Domino's Pizza.
No.
Shit.
So, okay, the off the backboard has to be KFC, but I thought that was a China thing.
I did too. That's what I was going to say.
I know. I
have
feel
a
like it's
friend
a
from
red
Taiwan,
herring.
and I was like, ooh, the fried chicken, the KFC is a thing.
I feel
and
like
was
it's a red herring, but I
Yeah.
could see this being ordered in advance. Give me KFC.
It is KFC.
Oh, got the
Dang it.
dose. Yes.
Torn between
Yes.
Woo, two
Kentucky for
two.
Christmas was the campaign
Oh.
that
Oh,
KFC
man.
started.
That's
Smart
cute.
move.
Jim's
KFC.
killing it.
Okay,
Jesus.
Jim, you're...
Yeah.
This
Jim.
is up.
Jim,
I'm up.
Jim's
yeah.
question. Some Norwegian households still follow a folklore-based Christmas Eve habit of hiding their brooms. The original idea was to blank.
Oh, Jesus. Give me options.
Okay.
Not know where their brooms are.
They hide them.
The broom.
Hide and
Keep
seek.
To have hidden brooms.
Keep kids from having to do chores on Christmas.
That ain't it.
Save the brooms for New Year's cleaning. Prevent witches and evil spirits from stealing them to ride.
Feels better.
Or make room for gifts under the tree.
Give me the witches and evil spirits.
Yes.
3 points.
Wow, he's so
Oh my
cultural.
God.
So the witches.
So cultural.
Damn.
Cultured. I'm sorry.
So I have no
cultured.
geography understanding, but cultural.
Culture, yeah.
Culturally
Spirits,
enlightened.
They might steal the brooms and fly them on Christmas Eve, so people would hide their brooms.
Wow.
Wow, those witches,
There
man.
you go.
Was that a problem that they were having?
You know,
I guess,
big
yes.
problem.
No, because they
Huge
hid the brooms.
Oh,
yeah.
that's
So
fair.
yeah,
That's
they
fair.
stayed
Yeah, I
ahead of
wasn't
that.
listening.
Yeah. Clearly, I was.
You're
not
right. It was
piling.
my fault.
Next question: weight loss shame spiral. Hi, pod cuties.
Cuties.
I think we're gonna.
Good evening.
Yeah, we're gonna fuck. I love this show. A+. Good job. Okie dokie smokies. Here we go. I, 31 years old, pronouns are she and her, have been moderately overweight to very obese, mostly the latter, for all of my adult years and some of my kid years. Not formally diagnosed, but I tick every box for binge eating disorder. I tried everything to lose weight for over 20 years, and I think I definitely developed some other fun additional disordered eating patterns. I was extremely obsessive about food and weight loss. There was deep self-hatred and shame I developed along the way. I avoided going out to events I wanted to go to because like-minded people would be there and I'd think they're cool and I didn't want them to see me being fat. I wanted to wait until I was acceptable to be seen, so I missed out on most of my teens and my 20s. Just constant hiding and hating. I definitely have a lot of anti-fat bias when it comes to myself. Between November 2023 and March 2024, I was diagnosed with and medicated for ADHD. My doctor prescribed me Vyvanse. I know it's an appetite suppressant as well, but I still ate a lot. I just suddenly had control and stomach-brain connection. I remember the first day realizing I wasn't stressing about what I'd eat next. I could identify feeling full before the point of sickness. I felt like I had fucking superpowers. My highest documented weight was 245 pounds. I'm currently at about 160. I recently moved back to my home city, having all the weight loss happen while I was living away. I bump into folks I know fairly often. Most recently, someone I haven't seen since my 240 days saw me and she said I was looking good, which sent me down a confusing little spiral, which happens often. Validation and positive recognition that I've lost weight. Then I feel deep shame and embarrassment because folks know they know how terribly I used to eat before. Then I feel new shame for my lasting anti-fat self-hatred because I'm no longer a victim in that. Now I'm just an average-sized woman who hates her body's fatness, like I'm a class traitor. I feel like there's no good way to feel. It all comes back to shame and embarrassment and hoping no one sees me, but with a new fun added layer of really wanting to be seen because I know I'm more conventionally attractive. That's a shitty way to think that reinforces my self-hatred. But from a positive angle now I'm worthy of being seen. I'm acceptable now. It is often very tiring in my head. How do I calm this down? Can I feel pleased with my body despite the fact, the joy that comes from not having a fatter body? How do I heal the hurt parts of my heart that in writing this out, I see are badly aching? I wish I could go back in time 15 years and just hold teenage me. Okay, thank you all. Pugs and kisses. Don't talk to me till I've had my Vyvanse. Anonymous.
Oh, man. Yeah, there's a lot in there.
There is.
Don't talk to me.
Because I remember you Jim talking
Yeah.
about this when you lost weight and
Yeah.
then hearing compliments and how it was just not as
I
flattering
relate.
for you.
Yeah,
as
so
you-
I'll kick us off by just
Yeah.
relating, right? Because I've lived this. So unlike Ryder, as a teen, I had the teenage boy metabolism where you're growing, right? And so
Yes.
you're getting all these inches of height. And so you're overeating and you develop all these styles of overeating.
Totally.
But you're generally seen as average. But I was never like slender. I was never like, a fit person. But it was never, I was never seen as like, I don't know, heavy, but I always felt a little bit heavy. Like I knew that I was, I wore it well. And so it wasn't very obvious. I think I have like a long torso or something that would like balance it all out. And so like, I relate to the writer, later in life. So once I got into my 20s, I got married at 20, and as soon as I got married, I just started gaining weight. And I think a lot of it was because up to that point, I was just a single dude hanging out with other dudes, and you just don't eat. Like you just like, you want to play Halo?
too
Like,
much
yeah,
work,
sure.
and then,
it's too much
yeah.
work, or you're like, oh, do you want to go down to Wendy's or whatever? And you do, and you get a couple burgers. So like, it's the only time you ate that day. You're just busy, And then you partner. And a lot of your relationship is the love chub. It's like, oh, what do you want to do for breakfast? Oh, let's eat breakfast.
Let's
what do you want to do
cook
for dinner?
together. Let's go out together.
Yeah, it just feels like
go get a
that's what
meal.
you do. You punctuate your relationship and your day with eating. And so suddenly I was eating a lot and all the time. And I was diagnosed with ADHD as a kid. It's not something I bring up a lot on the show because I don't feel like I really have signs of it. But like,
Are you shitting
I
me?
was like,
What?
I was like, do not. He's got to wait. I looked immediately.
wait a minute, you guys can tell?
I looked immediately.
Do you not think you have?
Are you guys fucking with me right now?
No,
You hide it well?
I function just fine.
What?
What does it look like when you're not actively hiding it?
Someone sneak this guy some Vyvanse because I want to see what happens.
I really do want to try it. Like, I really do want to try. My mom wouldn't let me take Ritalin or Adderall as a kid
Have you-
because she was
well-
scared. So I've never tried it. No, and I've never was into like, party
never
drugs.
tried it?
I've never even tried it.
Oh my
and it's,
God,
Like, it's
get a
easy to
coffee
find
next
friends
time.
that have it. But like, I've never tried it because I'm too anxious. I'm too scared because I'm like, well, no doctor gave this to me, so I don't want to take a pill. I don't know what it will do.
you
But
went to
Jacob's
Jacob's a
college?
doctor.
But after you take it,
That's right. And a pharmacist.
you're not good at holding things in your brain and focusing on them.
Not at all.
So go ahead and take it.
Yeah.
And after a few minutes, you're not going to be worried about it anymore.
Right. So yeah, I grew up with that. And there is, I think, a connection. I think I've felt that in my life. I think other people have felt that, especially with like, and I don't consider myself neurodivergent or anything, but like with ADHDers, like especially, I think you can, and a lot of humans, I think it's just a normal thing. You do develop like this connection to food where you're mindless about it. And like, I was always mindless about it. And to this day, like my weight loss journey involved intermittent fasting. And one of the ways that I was able to do that is, for whatever reason, and this is just Jim's biochemistry, I do not feel full and I also do not feel hunger. So I kind of have this deafness in my body where like intuitive eating doesn't work for me. If we all sat down and ordered sushi at like a certain amount of rolls, I would notice my friends or other people that I eat with, and they would be like, I'm full, I'm done. And I'd be like, I don't know, I want to try this one. You
Yeah,
know, like, I
I
don't
get
know,
another.
I can get another one. And so like I could just eat
I
a
got
box
room.
of cookies or whatever, or I'll go back for thirds or fourths of whatever meal just because I'm like, oh, I liked that taste. Cool. I don't have a biosignal that says, oh no, man, you're done. This hurts now. Like, don't do that. So I would never feel satiation. And like in my 20s and 30s, and I think parenting and all the other things that contribute.
A lot of other
you know.
distractions.
Yeah. And, I gained and gained and gained. So, like, I really relate to the writer with a lot of that. And then, like, the spiraling and the shame, like, being overweight, I'm still overweight. But, like, at my worst, I was about, at my very, very worst, I think I was 260. And a year and a half ago, whenever I started my weight loss journey, I was at 250. and now I'm at about 205, and I got down to about 190. And so like, you know, then when I stopped my program and I kind of allowed myself to sort of find my new baseline, I came back up to a little above 200. And like my intention is to get back down again. But I took time off because I was getting to a place of diminishing returns. My system wasn't working anymore. And I just wanted to also see if I could maintain it, you know, like, can I keep it off?
Yeah.
And it was really a profound experience for me to go through intermittent fasting because it really caused me to have to challenge a lot of this stuff inside of me, you know, like the shame spiral is such a big thing. And then like when I was overweight most of my life. I am still overweight. I don't want to pretend like I'm in the promised land, but like there's this defensive-ness that comes up where you're like, look, I'm just a good guy. Fuck you. You know, like I don't need you to be attracted to me. I don't need you to want to fuck me. I'm partnered. It's cool. Can I just be your friend and be a nice guy that you enjoy hanging out with? I have a good sense of humor. I've accomplished a lot in my life. Why does my weight have to fucking matter at all to anybody? But it does. People bring it up. They talk about it. There's little jokes about it. Nobody means to be hurtful. You laugh along. But like it fucking sucks. And for a lot of us in the weight loss community, there's a lot of chat rooms and stuff. And we'll say to each other, what thing are you most looking forward to? And a lot of women will say things like, oh my God, I have this outfit. I have like a whole Pinterest board that I want. And a lot of the guys will say, I'm looking forward to never fucking talking about it again.
Yeah.
For nobody to ever give a shit, for me not to be noticed, to just walk through a room and nobody care.
For it to not be the focal point of you.
Yeah. And that's actually one of the interesting things about the weight loss is like a lot of people, when you're a dude and you lose weight, I think people just don't really say much. And like, I think for women, it's quick. Like they'll talk about it with each other. So when I was losing a lot of weight over that course of that year, it was interesting because family would see me the most often. I'd see my in-laws, my brother-in-laws would get together, you know, for all these episodes of things. And every time they saw me, they hadn't seen me in 2 or 3 weeks, and I'd drop some pounds. And they'd always say like, holy shit, Jimmy.
They noticed the difference.
I noticed the difference. And I hated it. I hated it. I never wanted anybody to say anything because they were proud of me.
Right.
It's like, oh, you're good.
It was a
now.
compliment.
You're good.
You're doing
person.
great.
Yeah.
And it was like, thank you.
What'd you think
I know
before?
that you're cheering me on. It's a race I'm running. So I know your heart is, and I know you loved me at every stage. I know you do not care.
Right.
But like the compliments feel hurtful because what people will usually
That's
say
why I
is,
don't compliment you, Joe.
Thank you, Jacob.
Yeah.
You've
He's
always
the
been very
real
consistent in that
one.
policy. When I was fat, you didn't do it. When I'm less fat, you don't.
Yeah. No.
You've been very consistent. But
I
like,
criticize you for who you are on the inside.
I know you do, buddy. You've never seen weight. You've always seen inadequacy.
I have
Always
a question about people noticing. Does it make a difference if someone is saying, wow, great job, or like, you look great, versus, wow, Jim, I noticed you've lost weight? Do those feel different or those feel the same?
They all feel different. But like,
Okay.
so like the most common thing people would say is, you look good.
You look good.
Yeah. Which in a way is almost kind of like, I think how I might feel when someone says I'm praying for you.
Right. Yeah.
You know, it's
Praying
like,
for you, you're like, ugh.
yeah, like,
And it's
why?
tricky.
Why are you praying for me?
Right.
What?
And like it takes
Did
a
I do
beat
something wrong?
because you're not insulted. You're flattered.
Yeah.
It means a
'Cause it's
lot.
coming from
because I
their
suffered. I
perspective.
suffered a lot
Yeah.
to look different. I clearly would like to look different.
Well,
and
it was a
there's-
purposeful thing. So like, oh, he's trying.
Right.
So I want to
and people know
acknowledge.
that. And like it's also tough on the community because you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. If you don't acknowledge it at all, I'm kind of hurt. Like, because you didn't notice at all. I remember Whitney was the first one in this room
Yeah.
to ever say anything about
remember
it.
this
Remember this?
story.
I told you you're the only one who's
You're
ever
like,
said
wow,
anything.
no one else knows. Nick's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Well,
you have.
I just don't do it.
Right.
I don't comment.
That's true.
I work really hard to not comment on
You're
people's
just
weight.
you're both, you and Jacob are both very consistent
Yeah.
with this. But Whitney,
I genuinely didn't notice.
yeah, Jacob didn't notice
Yeah.
until it got brought up.
I felt like
that is that is part of who I am.
Yeah.
People change hair colors. People, change.
You walk
their
right
physical
past
appearance.
it.
I don't notice.
No clue.
Jacob really only sees outlines.
That's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
shadows.
Yeah.
You know what? He is blind.
Yeah.
So this
That's
checks
true.
out.
That's true. But I remember it was Whitney who
yeah.
we had done the special guest appearance at the university, and I was dressed differently than I usually dress in the studio. We're usually all showing up in fucking pajamas and shit. And I was dressed in fitting clothes, and Whitney was like, Jim, you have definitely lost weight. And I was
Yeah, it
like,
just
I have. I've lost
surprised
50
me. I was
pounds.
like, you're like,
And you see me every
very-
single week, and she
Yeah.
was like, how do I not notice? I was like, I wear baggy shit, and
Yeah.
today I'm not.
Well, I felt like I had kind of noticed before, but that was the first time I could see such a big difference. I
Right.
was like, whoa, okay.
And,
This
and
is a
it's
lot.
flattering. It meant a lot. It was like, thank you for noticing, actually, because, I see y'all every single week and none of you have said anything. I wasn't sure if it was because you didn't notice or if it was because you all have and you're not saying anything because you don't know. And so but there's no right answer. So I relate to the writer, just to kind of wrap up my piece here. Like I relate because there's no right answer because you have so much internalized, stuff about how your size was. And even though you're quote unquote looking better, there's a lot of shame in the sense that on one hand, I want you to see it. I want to be seen as more attractive. I want to feel healthier. And I'm glad that my people that like me acknowledge that I did something hard and they're approving of it. But on the other hand, your approval implicitly implies that maybe you didn't like me before. And there's something about that hurts my feelings because old
Well, that
me
was
was fat
true
for a
when I
long
said it.
time and I was defensive about it,
Right.
So like and then there's a part of me that's like when I see somebody heavy, I'm not judging them at all. I was in your body. Fuck the world. But then like
Yeah,
there's
me
another
too.
part of me that knows there it is. I was in your
Those
body last week.
BBWs.
Yeah. Bath and Body Works? I love Bath and Body Works. It's my favorite. But yeah, so I just relate to the writer. It is a very complex relationship we have with our bodies. And like, even when you're going through weight loss and like, even whenever you've achieved it, there's just a lot of trauma that's related to it that the world gave us, that we gave to ourselves, ways that we had to learn how to cope without that drug. Like for me, I felt like food was a drug to me. Not only did I have stomach deafness, it was my first drug. It was the thing I became addicted to, is the sugar and the carbs and all the things. It was how I rewarded myself for a hard worked day. It was how I grieved. I would, eat. It was how I killed time. It's how I watched TV. I was just always eating and I didn't have a braking system. And so I just accumulated, just the calories turned into fat, the fat turned into body, and that was it. And so like for me, it was a huge departure from my entire life normal to lose that weight. And it really caused me to sit down and like have to go through a lot of like deep emotional mental health reflection. I still go through it, and like I've now dropped the weight for over a year. And like, there's still this sense of like, I'll look in the mirror and I'm not used to my body image. So I think I look a certain way. And then I'll look in the mirror and I'll go, oh, it's not as bad as I thought. And it's so strange. Or I'll think clothes won't fit me. And then I'll go put them on and I'll go, holy shit, this fits. That's so weird. I'm not used to it.
I still have that the body image issue
Distortion.
because I still see myself as I saw myself in the 8th grade,
Okay.
Wow.
which was just a
With the mullet?
skinny,
Yeah, the mullet and the ripped jeans. Yeah.
I wish I could grow a mullet. I, should
I know, dude. I
It would
wish
just,
that,
but
dude.
it would make my receding hairline look terrible. No, but like I still see myself as this scrawny little kid, that
Right.
weighs 90 pounds soaking wet. Like I still see myself that way, and it's funny. I told this story once before. Like after spending a lot of time in the gym and kind of adding some muscle mass, and then getting back into playing hockey. I was practicing with one of my teammates. And I was having some challenges, and so he was kind of showing me like some things I could do as far as like stick handling and whatnot. And he's like, and I was trying to do these things, and he's like, why are you doing that? He's like, that's not who you are. He's like, you're one of the bigger guys in the league. Just push through people.
Yeah.
And then I was like that just didn't register.
click.
He's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
And I can't see myself that way.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I think the other thing too is like since starting the mental fit thing, I've really changed. I want to compliment people. I want, you're making excellent progress, but what I'll do is I'll try to find ways that I can compliment that isn't focused on the way you look.
Right.
Like if I see, some of my former clients in the gym, and they're doing really well, I want to compliment like, hey, I see you in here a lot. You guys are doing great.
Effort.
I see you guys working really hard.
Good form.
I'm really proud of you.
Yeah.
And not necessarily talk about
You look
Your
good.
the way that
muscles
they
are
look.
massive.
But it's like it's hard to do that because it's
a very visual
it's a
thing.
lose-lose
Yeah.
situation, because like from your perspective and the writer's perspective, the way you look, you've that has meaning to you.
Right.
Like, and I think that's one of the things that people need to do is to be able to break that meaning.
Yeah.
Like, just the way you look, it doesn't mean all of these things that you have associated with it.
Right.
But sometimes by me complimenting you when you're making progress, I'm only reinforcing that link.
Sure.
When really
Yeah.
we should be, severing that link.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, the writer said they're 31, and being a female growing up in the 90s and early 2000s, I mean, joking about heroin chic earlier, that was a real thing. And,
We didn't come up with that phrase.
that was a real thing. It was for real. And I talk about this a lot with, some with clients. And before I forget, I wanted to touch on the ADHD thing that you mentioned, Jim. A lot of times with food and ADHD, we'll see like kind of that dopamine seeking behaviors can come in the form of food, because there are like those happy chemicals being released when we eat. And, that goes back to what you were saying about emotional like ups and downs being associated with food as well. I definitely can relate to that as well. I joke with Peter now, like I had a really long day the other day. I was like, I'm going to eat, I don't know what it was, something bad, like a piece of pie or something. And I was like, because I've had a long day. And I'm like literally eating it. I'm like, but I'm going to say it out loud. This is my
I'm acknowledging it.
I'm acknowledging that this is an emotional eating moment here. Let me just throw that out there.
So I had this exact conversation with Adeline Sage White, the nutritionist that I was talking, or dietitian I was talking about. I'll just plug her website real quick. AdelineSageNutrition.com. ADALYN. So in this interview, we got to talking about like dopamine and just like that idea of, she used the example of like, you put the kids to bed and you want time to yourself, and it's your time to wind down. And like, I'm going to reward myself. So I'm going to eat, this bag of Oreos or whatever the thing is.
Right.
And just not only, it's kind of it's a double whammy, because you have the dopamine and that effect that you get from eating something.
Yeah.
Like the sugar that you're taking in has a biological effect.
Yeah.
But then there is a learned behavior that goes with it, which is that anything that you do in that time period that's positive, remember, neurons that fire together get wired together. So just you having some quiet time alone gets paired with the Oreos. So when you have one, you expect
Feels
the outcome
even
of the
happier
other.
now. It's like, this is my time.
Yeah. And so I can relate to that too. Like my classic example is like going to the movies. Like if I go to the movies, to go to the movies and not have snack food.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
Yes. You're calling me
That's so
out.
weird.
You don't get popcorn with extra
Yeah.
butter?
What do I do with
And
my
my
hands?
stomach hurts horribly after, but it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm so happy I've never been a snacks during a movie person.
Oh, really?
You just go to the movie and
God.
sit there?
If I go to a movie, like I might get a
Like
snack
a
or something, but,
psychopath.
like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
I don't need it.
Wow.
I'm fine without it.
Yeah, you're
Anyway.
fucking weird.
Sounds like
Now
somebody.
the ones in Vegas that have
You know what?
full bars connected
Okay,
to
that's
them.
Yeah.
different.
That's a different thing.
Jacob
I mean,
sounds like
clearly I'm gonna
somebody.
stop at the bar.
Jacob sounds like somebody who's maybe been traumatized by the popcorn bucket with the hole in it. So maybe now he's
Excited about it.
But
Have been on a quest to find.
but I feel like the 90s and early 2000s, what I remember a ton of was they were pushing fat-free this, and definitely our body image was just like thrown in our face all the time. And at the time, it was focused mainly on women, and men were like pushed to the side, I think.
Right.
And there was no, or barely any, if no any acknowledgement to what men or young boys might be going through with their own body image. But for the writer, I think, we really are, between everything we see online now, and back in the day it'd be on TV, but now online on social media, things that are pop culture references, it's bodies are being evaluated all the time. And then Ozempic popped up now, and like it's even more of a topic. Everyone wants to talk about Kim Kardashian losing enough weight to fit in Marilyn Monroe's dress or whatever.
Right.
Like there's all kinds of things popping up that's like, I notice people are noticing bodies. So people are definitely noticing my body.
right.
And it kind of feels like that spotlight is there. As far as like what to do with that, a strategy that can be somewhat helpful. It's not a magic pill. This is not something that just like works automatically, but that is helpful that I have found is really trying to find things about my body that I do like. So, when it comes to like, I can go up and down stairs. That sounds stupid because I'm
right.
but like my body got me around today just great, and I didn't hurt my back jumping in waves in Portugal. So, like,
Oh,
yay.
nice. What a bitch.
What a dig.
Take that,
What
Peter.
a dig.
Hashtag save Peter.
Yeah, that's I mean, since Peter doesn't have a podcast,
No.
like,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do, Peter?
Yeah, what you gonna do?
You gonna start your own podcast?
He is on
Good luck.
Patreon, so.
But this is a great point, because like my fitness goals have changed over the last couple of years, and I think I've talked about this because with a lot of the people that I work with, I tend to get the people referred to me for my in-person personal training tend to be in their 50s and 60s.
Okay.
So I work with a lot of people in their 50s and 60s. And having done that, my goals are all about longevity now. Like I'm 44. I don't need...
You don't look a day over 43.
Thank you. Way to
You
walk
don't look
that
a day
back.
over 50.
Yeah. No, but-
Yeah. It's great.
But like I don't need this body image. Like I want functionality and longevity. I want to be able to golf when I'm 65.
Hell yeah.
I want to be able to bend down and put a tee in the ground. I want to be able to pull something down from a shelf.
Right.
You know, like I want, like that's what I want. And so I think that's a good way to look at it too, is this, you know, just like, is your body serving its purpose, and can it serve its purpose for the long run?
I have
Not just
added-
about how you're doing today.
I've added more squats to my regular,
yes.
just like regular workouts and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I've just been reading about how much better older people do in later life if they've just been keeping that lower body and just basically just doing squats.
Thick thighs save lives.
That's it.
Yep.
Damn. Okay.
They were like, just it keeps your
Bumper
knees, it
sticker.
keeps your knees
Yeah.
good, it keeps your hips good. It keeps your legs strong and everything. Works on balance. Like they were like, it just helps with a lot of stuff. I was like, God, but I can add 3 minutes of doing
Yeah.
more squats into my regular stuff. Like, yeah, sure.
But it's about like appreciating what is it that you are proud of your body for doing, even if, I mean, honestly, even if it's just being able to like breathe still, to for me, go up and down stairs, to do 3 minutes of squats, like, hell yeah, you did it. And even if there is extra fat or less fat or whatever, like none of that is the point. We're
Right.
just pushing that to the side, just like we talked about highlighting. And when other people highlight, oh, you gained weight, you lost weight, we aren't even going to go there. We're going to pull a Jacob and just not acknowledge it.
Yeah.
We're not acknowledging any of the other stuff. We're acknowledging the things that don't have good or bad associated with it. It's just is. This is what my body's doing.
Or just kind of like, we're going to acknowledge the things that actually, or it's not even the things that matter. We're going to decide what matters
Yeah.
and then acknowledge those things.
Yeah.
Right.
So like with me, I look at myself in the mirror or get on a scale or whatever, and I kind of have two switch. I'm pretty binary with this.
Okay.
Like
I was curious.
I'm either looking fine
Yeah.
or I'm not.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like if I'm not, well, I know, and I may or may not work on that.
Yeah.
But like, I got it. Like
Yeah.
I'm on board with it.
It's like kind of radical acceptance.
caught
Like
up.
it is
Yeah.
what it is.
Radical acceptance is a big part of this. This is my last thought on this is like, I think that whenever you've been in a different sized body and you've had a lot of emotion and a lot of pain associated with that, now you're delivered from that, there is this survivor's guilt, this sense of like, now I see other people. How do I feel about them? How do I feel about self? And then whenever I'm grateful that I'm not heavy anymore, is that a betrayal of who I used to be?
Yes.
And is that a betrayal of the others who are still there? And the way that I've made peace, Ryder, or the way that I've healed a little bit from this is I've looked at it for me personally and thought of my relationship with food and my relationship with weight personally used to be self-abusive and used to be unhealthy and addictive and toxic. And that does not in any way have anything to do with other people. It's like whenever you stop drinking alcohol and then your friends are like having a beer at the barbecue, they're not bad people and you don't look down on them for that. You know that you abuse the privilege. I shouldn't have alcohol. It's not a good fit for me.
Right.
But I don't mind that my friends do. It's fine. And so that kind of disconnects you a little bit from the judgment, because if you did judge your friends and you were like, fuck them, alcohol's the worst, and then you're like, oh no, now I'm a bad judgy person. It's like, no, you're not. Disconnect that. See it as a personal link. Your relationship with your previous body was a size that you didn't feel was true to you.
right.
You released that. Your relationship with food was changed. And if you can personalize that, I think there's also the sense of acceptance and general mercy. Like I have kindness and compassion for what I might call like fat or Jim. He was a good guy. He is a good guy. He ate his feelings for a long time, and he survived, and he took care of kids and raised a family and launched a practice and a podcast and wrote a fucking book. Like, he's a really good guy.
He was jolly, goddammit.
Yeah, there it is. But like he was just, he had a poor coping skill, and I've worked to deliver future Jim from that.
I'm so good at just being a jerk.
We're going to take a quick break.
He was almost feeling good about it.
Yeah.
He was.
No,
Hold me back off
Jacob
the
could not
ladder.
let him. He said, "Come back now."
I will add that because that kind of reminds me of something that the great philosopher Ice-T once said.
Oh, yeah.
In an interview, he was talking about life in general, and he's like, the best metaphor is the gym for the life, because he's like, you go to the gym. He's like, no matter where you go, there's always going to be somebody who is bigger, stronger, and more fit than you. And if you look to your right, you're going to find that person. But if you look to the left, you're going to find somebody who would kill to have what you have.
Oh, yeah. That's hard.
And so,
yeah.
like you kind of have to understand both perspectives of that.
Yeah, that's actually something that comes up a lot on like the intermittent fasting Reddits and stuff like that. Is somebody will be like, I've lost 20 pounds. It's nothing. And there's other people that are like, that is everything.
That's
I would
huge.
kill to be able to pull it off.
I've been losing weight for the last couple of months. I've been like mindfully losing weight for the last couple of months.
Haven't noticed.
It's fine. No, but
I wouldn't say
I'm
anyway.
honestly down about 20 pounds.
Nice.
Oh, damn.
And like looking at it, I'm like, nah, that's about normal.
Right.
Like that's,
right.
and it's not that I'm beating myself up over it, but like, I do look in the mirror and I don't see a difference.
Yeah.
And then I
Right.
see 20 pounds on the scale and
you're
go like,
like, okay.
shit, I'm down 20 pounds.
There is a difference.
Sure wish I noticed it more.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing to do about it at that point either. But like,
Yeah.
I mean, like you go to the gym, I have other options that I can do, of course. But yeah, I don't know.
Fastest way to lose weight is just to amputate an appendage.
It's true. Yeah.
We're going to take a quick
Don't
break.
make a big
And
shit.
when we come back, we are wrapping up the show. You are listening to Pod Therapy.
Today's episode is brought to you by Robert Brownie, Jr., Mintz, Kayla Lansbury, Kevin Chamberlain, Ben Stanley, Adam Hathaway, Dan Martin, Liv, Hey Yo, Andrew Langmead, Chad Nag, and Ika LaPrince. Would you like to sponsor the show? Become a therapy producer at patreon.com/.
So I believe the score is Jim is a fucking champion, and you're all
Damn it.
scrubs.
I think you and Whitney are tied.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so too.
Give or take.
Yep.
It's fine.
I'm killing it.
Whitney always ties.
She has 70% of my
I'm very good at
points. I'll
tying
tell you that right now.
things.
Jacob,
Yes.
Iceland doesn't just have one Santa-type figure. It has the Yule Lads. Which descriptions fits them best?
Oh,
So-
no, I know this one. They are the
Itchy, scratchy.
you're being ridiculous. It's Huey, Louie, and Dewey.
There it is.
Yeah, you're being
Yeah,
silly.
yeah.
Don't be silly. No, give me options.
Okay.
Oh, wow. I really believed your confidence there. I thought he had it.
Yeah.
A. 13 snowmen who melt if children misbehave.
Ooh,
That's good.
that
B.
is good.
13 mischievous.
I love Christmas characters that have penalties
Yes.
for like misbehaved
Yes.
children.
Yeah.
That's my
Like
favorite
Dwight.
thing.
Christmas Puss or whatever, that terrifying fucking goblin thing. What is that thing
no,
called?
Christmas Puss was Paul Mattingly's.
Christmas Puss is
Oh,
Paul
Christmas
Mattingly.
Puss. Never mind.
Are you thinking of
Krampus?
Krampus.
Krampus.
Yes,
That's it.
yes,
Jesus.
that's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah. B. 13 mischievous troll-like brothers who visit children one by one in December.
Ooh, that's good too.
C. A family of elves who only deliver gifts to farmers.
No, fuck that one.
D. A single king who rides a reindeer named Goofa.
Oh, man.
That's just silly. It's clearly the second one. It's clearly the large group of trolls. It's tying the trolls into the Icelandic culture.
Yeah, if that's not it, then
It's the troll one.
Iceland's 13 Yule Lads are trollish brothers
Oh.
who came down from the mountains one
we
by
just
one
hung our
in
troll
December.
from Iceland on our tree. I was like, if it's
Nice.
not trolls, then I don't know what it is.
Oh, there you
interesting.
go.
Yeah,
Okay, Whitney. Right?
I was all
that
for
was going to be my one.
I was all for the melting snowman, by the
I
way,
know.
before that
I was
option
like, that's
came
good.
up. Yeah.
Whitney, in alpine regions like Austria, good day, mate. Who is Krampus in the traditional winter celebrations?
Ooh, there it is.
What did Dwight say? Wasn't that on The Office?
Oh, was
Or is that a different
I
character?
think it's a different character.
It is? Okay.
I think he did like a Krampus type
Give me
thing,
some,
but I don't think it was
give
based
me
on
some
anything.
options, because
Okay.
I think I know, but I want options.
I might be wrong about that, by the way.
No, yeah, I'm gonna
that might
look
be
it up
exactly what he was doing.
A gift-bringing angel who travels with Santa.
No.
B, a horned creature who accompanies Saint Nicholas and punishes misbehaving children.
Ooh, I think
C,
that's
the patron saint of gingerbread bakers. or D, a family goat who delivers firewood?
Yeah.
It is B.
Yeah.
I was.
Punishes children.
I thought for
That's
sure
it.
that it was B.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be a helpful goat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Billy
Turns
Goat.
out-
I was really
In
hoping.
Austria.
I was hoping that D was the correct answer. It was
Wildly
just a helpful
misrepresented.
goat this entire time.
That's right.
Does that mean I'm winning? Just kidding.
No.
Yeah, it means you're tied.
That was an eight.
Oh,
That was an
you're
8-point
right.
question.
Forgot I'm tied with Jacob.
Yeah. Okay, Jim.
Let's do it.
On the night before Epiphany, in Italy,
Did you see that one?
many children wait for La Befana. Who is she supposed to be?
Lobotomy giving angel.
La
La
Befana.
La Befana.
A snow queen who freezes the bad toys. B,
Frozen.
a kind witch-like old woman who flies on a broom and leaves gifts or coal.
Okay.
C, a talking star who points to good children. Or D, a fairy who only brings candy to grandparents.
Shit.
Or
these are
E, a helpful goat.
all- Oh, yeah. Put that in the
goat.
mix.
We forgot about that.
All right. So I'm going to throw away the old woman one. I feel like the witch one's possible. I feel like the snow.
Which one?
The yes, the witch one. Yeah.
Wait for it.
Took way too long.
Yeah. A and B, one of them is the star one. One's a witch, one's a star, and
Snow
one's like
queen
a snow
who
queen.
freezes the bad toys.
Oh, fuck.
They're bad.
You know what? I'm going to go with La Befana. That does sound like a snow queen. Give me that one. Give me La Befana. is
La
the snow
Befana
queen.
was in the question.
Give me Snow Queen. Elsa,
I was like,
the
wait,
Snow
that
Queen.
was an option.
I think selecting an
Jim's
option
so
that's
tired.
not an
He's
option
like, can we get the fuck
is a
out?
-5.
That's right.
Okay, you
Anybody
want,
have any Adderall that could really help me right now?
you want a snow queen?
No,
who-
shit, no, I'm kidding.
A snow queen who
Give me,
freezes
give
the
me
bad toys?
That one.
No.
Shit.
Jacob, your options are a kind witch-like old woman who flies on a broom and leaves gifts or coal. A talking star who points to good children, or a fairy who only brings candy to grandparents.
Talking star.
No.
Oh, man. That
Oh
would have been
gosh,
my
I wasn't paying
backup. So
attention. What did you guess?
you're
John?
down to witch who drops off presents or fairy who gives candy to grandparents.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Keep in mind, this is in Italy.
Italia.
The home
Give me your
of
answer
La
like
Befana.
this.
Yeah.
with your
You've got to
hands,
pinch your
finger-
fingers
I
together
want
and
the
shake
witch
your
one.
wrist.
The witch.
Which one?
Which one?
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
That witch one.
La Befana is a witch-like woman
There
in
it
Italian
is.
folklore who
Okay.
flies on a broom.
Very witchy.
There you go.
On January 5th.
Delivering garlic knots and marinara to all the good girls and boys. Well, as we wrap up the show, we want to remind you can go to patreon.com/therapy. You can get our extended show ad-free a day earlier. You can enjoy our entire 8-year library of interviews, deep dives, skill shares, research, roundups, and rants. And you can access our Discord community and start hanging out with all the wonderful people who enjoy our show and love discussing it every week, sharing their pictures. I have just uploaded a picture of my dog. If you go to the Pod Therapy or PAWED thread on our Discord, Josie just got a haircut, and they always take like glamour shots of the dogs, and so it's her like
I'm
doing
gonna
a
go look.
Christmas photo shoot.
Oh my
And so that's up
gosh.
there. At patreon.com/therapy. You can get into the Discord. And so I think last episode we already announced Justine. Okay, cool. So this is the episode that we are going to thank all of our theropods and our therodactyls. We always thank our theraproducers and therapartner. But we'd like to thank University Jeff, Robert Paulson, Richard Bruins, Linda Brandmeier, Scoop Chernot, Joseph Pengrazio, Corey Owens, Christine Phillips, Gavin Bristow, Carrie Terhart, Kiwi Fruit Scoop, Take It Evie Podcast, Craig Little, Jim Hunter, Scoopatron, Todd Canfield, David Sorensen, Felicia Butler, Shayla Bullock, Lauren Izzo, Katie Chubakowski, Lee Popsicle, Adam Petanuzzo, Matt Lenegrin, Scooper Ascending, That Josh Guy, What Weekend, Mama Ninja Scoop, James Dawson, Julius Capel, Grumpy Lakemead Park Ranger, Sarah Olo, Sam Buck, Karen McCulloch, Lila, Kelly Gagner, Nippy, Brian Emra, Matthew Johnson, Chemist, Alec Lancaster, J.D. Congan, Matthias Vandebrandt, A Literal Pickle, Ken Tinsley, Flindy, Smells Funny, Drew Helligy, Matthew Kubik, Chad the Safety Lad, Walker Fluke, Joel McMillan, Almost Doctor, Nurse Joey, Duffy the AMFT Therapist Bear, Philip Guyton, Tim Mystery, Kristen Robbins, Kirka Grimm, Trisha Ortiz, Freya Lawson, Melissa L. Geisler, DJ Sewart, Mississippi Hippie, Scott A., Patty Glad, Heather W., Kyle, Anthony Camarada, Trontastic, David Williams, Kate Police, Kernapiller, Buddy Dobbins, Eric Dyer, Glitch Scoop, Aleda Belaez, Nathan Mookie, Adam Ballas, Bug Nuts, Stephen Landon, Carmen Perry, John Finlayson, Kenneth Wong, Robert Cole, Persephone Hazard, KJ, Mr. Poth, K. Pizzle Dizzle, Jeff Darnell, Temporary Reality Shop, Jamibi, Jacob Hertz, Insidium, Ray J. Shark, Recreated, What Does Scoop Mean? Silka Daniels, Jacob Billingsley, Alex Jardine, Ben Sherman, K. Trauma, Sherry Hare, Dylan Colopy, Wolfie05, Chris Courtney, Adam Goff, Dale the King, Cedar Hayden, Linus Hakkasan, Kevin Tribe, Livy, Grace, Aisling, Carton, Terrible Tay, Itty Bitty Chicken Farmer, Sam, John Cavaradas, K. Matthews, Zachary W., Chill Food, Fish Bum Rush, Fish Bum Fish, Foxy
Bum
Sally,
Rush.
yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, the other one was just silly.
Hunter McRae, Zelda Ray Skywalker, Almanda Nora, Charm City Therapist, Cloudy Pies, Emily Cope, Jariva, Nate Walk, Scoop Bucky, Squabby, The Listician, Hannah Amaya, nailed it, Joshua Schultz,
Andreas.
Thank you. Matthew Connor, Neck Pubes, Winter Scoop, Mike Lush, The Whittle Shittle Titty Kitty, Renee G, Kyle Sharton, Matt Sunrise, Bob, Peas and Clams, and Joseph Wagner.
And we have our pterodactyls: Scoop Brady, Ice Blue Scoop, Brian Lehman, Andrea Anderson, Frozen Cusser, Scoop Lindsay, Lori Elsroth, Polygon, Cy Shonagon, Scoopy Jess, Okie Scoop, Dank Butter, Brooks Lyle, Adam Ribchick, hello, Lovely Spark.
Okay, so when I copy and paste these, sometimes it changes it to wingdings, I guess.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the font thing.
Yeah.
Font thing. Something is just fine. Sorry.
Okay, sorry, something. Jim and Manu, the offices of counselor and counselor, Quithty Quithant, Casey fucking Mentor, hey baby, Mock Boy, and Momi Demate.
And of course, we'd like to thank the benevolent, revered, generous, and flagrantly, actually, before that, I want to thank, nope, that was it. Generous, revered, generous, flagrantly, Pro Therapy Diard, who
So
love
good at
you
this.
all so much. They give
So
till it
tired.
hurts, our therapy partner Pickett. And we want to thank the mysterious and shrouded Illuminati members of our fan club, the Therapy Producers. Thank you, Jake Schneider, Myra, Robert Brownie Jr. Mint, Smitty Scoop, Richard fucking Macy, Judy Schneider, Malia, Leon Kassab, Carolyn Albert, Kevin Chamberlain, Tess Miller, Dan Martin, Sammy Scoop, Slurpy Kai, motherfucker, Ben Stanley slapping your face, Sarah Smith, Adam Hathaway, Byler T, Mike Helm, Oscar Swanrose, Paris, A Sunny Boy, Darren Cunningham, Lib, Sandra McWaffle, Team Monaco, Thunder Cougar Falcon Scoop, Heyo, Hannah Marie, Andrew Langmead, Emma Tonka, and Pony Soprano, Alina, Cody DeLorean Guy, Brady Malachek, Chick Fellatio, Gabriel Adame, Sean Sutherland, Max the Ginger Scoop, Chad Mag, Adam Warren, Inka Prince, Sam Cohn, B. Gay Do Crimes, Elio Dare, Blip Blop, and Amy Aardvark.
And if you would like to hear this episode uncut and unedited,
And why wouldn't you?
and enjoy our spontaneous side projects, go to patreon.com/therapy. And thank you for supporting mental health.
And that's all the time we got for this week's session. We want to thank SJ and the Ruckus and the Scenic Koi Pond Studios. And we'd like to thank all of you contributed to our show today. We really appreciate it. Remember, Pod Therapy isn't something to keep all to yourself. Share this episode with the world. Hey, tag us on the socials when you do. It's at PodTherapyGuys on Instagram, Threads, and Twitter, and /PodTherapy on Facebook and Blue Sky. And don't forget about all the extra goodies at patreon.com/therapy.
Do you want to submit a question to the show? You can ask anonymously at podtherapy.net, email us at podtherapyguys@gmail.com, or click the link in the episode description to be taken to our anonymous Google form. I'm Nick.
I'm Whitney.
I'm Jim.
Thanks, and we'll see you for your appointment next week.
And a showdown next week. Dun,
is
dun,
it
dun, dun.
the showdown next week?
It's showdown time. As they're hearing this, it's the following week. Shit's going
shit.
down. There can only be one. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.